Fatigue makes cowards of us all. That is a quote from Vince Lombardi, the Hall of Fame NFL coach. Welcome to another episode of Self-Employed Success Secrets Monday edition. On today's episode, a rainy episode, we're going to talk about how to prevent being tired and the effects of being tired, okay, when you're self-employed. It was Gino Auriemma. He's the current women's basketball coach at University of Connecticut. They've won like 10 national championships under him. He said successful people don't get tired, okay? And he's on the screen right now as I'm speaking, okay? That's important to you because successful people have energy, okay? I made a video before about how what distinguishes successful people is energy, okay? But this is about fatigue. It's the opposite of energy. How when you don't have the energy you need, you can't do what you need to be done. When you don't have the energy that you need, you can't supply somebody else's need, okay? So real quick, I just want to touch on 3 things that are very likely to cause fatigue, whether you're at work or at home. You know, the fatigue's really the same wherever you go. But the 3 things that can cause fatigue that I've seen in my life that I have to deal with is details, deadlines, and people. Obviously, if you work in any type of job, you probably deal with a lot of details. And so it can be overwhelming because one detail's off, the whole thing can be thrown off. And that can cause fatigue. The way I go about doing that is that you just have to be careful. Whether that means double checking, triple checking, quadruple checking, or quintuple checking, where you just have to check it over and over again so you make sure everything is the way it should be. That helps to decrease any fatigue that I might have when it comes to work. And also deadlines. Being self-employed, you're going to be able to set your own deadlines. And so what I do for that, I just think, okay, in my heart, like, trust my gut, like, how long do I think this is going to take? And then kind of go from there. And then people, you may have to deal with a bunch of people. If you're self-employed, you got to deal with a bunch of people all the time. And so I would say the best thing for that, what I do is just monotask. Just do one thing at a time. If you do that, you'll be fine. And hopefully you found these tips to be helpful. Okay, thanks. Bye. So just pay attention to these things that are increasing your stress levels and decreasing your energy, okay? Remember, I said stay away from stress, okay? When you're self-employed, you gotta do a lot of things, and sometimes these things can stress you out. You oftentimes gotta put in a lot of hours to get your work done, okay? And the reason why this video is important, why you should care, is because when you become tired, when you become fatigued, that's when you make a lot of mistakes. And mistakes mean more when you're self-employed. One time I made 2 mistakes with somebody and they fired me. 2 mistakes. And they were like, you're done. That taught me, the standard of excellence that is expected when you're working with someone, okay? So I want to give you some key information that'll help you to get to where you're trying to go. So the first thing I want to do is I want to give you an acronym, okay? Called HALT. HALT stands for hungry, angry, lonely, and tired. Okay. Whenever you feel any 4 of these things excessively and you're working, it may be good to take a break. All right. A lot of times what I do is I'm working on something, I'll just finish it and then I'll come back to it the next day. So that way I don't make mistakes, because sometimes you can make mistakes for somebody and then it costs them money or it messes their life up, and you just don't want to do that. It's worth it. Just take 10 to 15 minutes out of your day and shuffle around. The cool thing about being self-employed is that you've got so many clients. You get to a point where you have so many clients where you can do that pretty easily. You can interchange. And so it's always fresh and new, and that's a cool thing about being self-employed. But I just want you to think about this today. Is when you become fatigued. On a earlier episode, I talked about the topic of pay attention to what gives you energy, okay? What gives you energy while you're working? If something's taking away your energy, you're probably becoming stressed out, and you should assess what's stressing you out. There's something you don't know, because you have to understand you're gonna need energy You're going to need excellence, and you're going to need efficiency if you're going to be successfully self-employed. And I would say just about all of them are important, because if you got excellence and you don't have energy or efficiency, you'll be good, but you won't be able to get a lot of stuff done. If you're efficient and you're not excellent and you're not energetic, you'll be able to get stuff done, but it won't be good. Probably have a lot of refunds. You won't be able to get as much done because you're not energetic. But if you're energetic without being excellent or efficient, you'll just have a bunch of energy, but nothing's going to happen. You'll be distracted. So energy, efficiency, and excellence are all things that you're going to need to be successfully self-employed. I'm speaking to just one side of that triangle, being energetic, okay? And ways to just keep your energy up are to just, like I said before in previous episodes, remind yourself of your meaning, okay? Why are you doing what you're doing? The next is drink half your body weight in ounces. Like if you're 200 pounds, drink 100 ounces of water, every day, and these things will help you, okay? So I really just want you to consider this today. Are you fatiguing yourself out? Are you tiring yourself out with work, okay? That's a key, that you're stressing yourself out, and you got to chill out a little bit, okay? Because remember, fatigue makes cowards of us all. We're prone to make mistakes and do bad things when we're tired. To do things where we look back and be like, why did I do that? Remember, if you're hungry, angry, lonely, or tired, take a step back from any big decisions or work that you got to do, because a lot of times work involves you to be very conscientious and just pay attention to what's happening, okay? And if you watch this far, stay tuned to the surprise. I appreciate you. Remember, lastly, as always, unsuccessful people make decisions based on their current situations, and successful people, you hopefully, make decisions based on where you want to be, okay? If you're ever fatigued, understand that fatigue makes cowards of us all, and to be careful when you're working to avoid becoming hungry, angry, lonely, or tired. You won't do the best work, and you won't be the best you. Okay, thank you so much. Bye.